Hey, what do we got over here? We got a 66 Charger over here. Yeah, what are we gonna... Oh my goodness. A 383 Magnum? How do you know it's a Magnum? Because right down there it says F383 HP. So it was kiped out of a 70 car or something. Block says it was made in 69. Right there. 8/27/69. It's cold in here. Darn it. Got that blasting in for about the last hour and a half and it's still cold in here. See my breath? Somebody's lighting off fireworks out there. Big boomers too. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I got to pull these wheels off, get the car lifted on the subframes there, get the weight off the suspension. What I'm going to do is pull the lower control arms and weld these on. Lower control arm stiffeners. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to lubricate the polyurethane bushings that I put in there. I had to slam this car together when I was putting it together so I could turn it into a roller to get it out of the house I was supposed to move out of. They asked me to buy it, but they wanted too much money. They wanted $925,000. And I was like, you know what? I'm that close, but nah, you're gonna have to sell it to somebody else. So after living there for 11 and a half years, I had to throw this thing back together so I could roll it up on a trailer and get it here. And this house was like less than half of what that other house they wanted for that other house. Location, location, location. Anyway, so let's get these two wheels off, get it lifted, and pull the lower control arms, upper control arms. Gonna grease it all up with the right grease this time. So let me get you set up. All right, now I know what all the fireworks are about. My son just came in, told me the Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl, baby. Yeah, let's go Seahawks. Oh, you can hear, ooh, listen, listen. People are going off out there. Yeah. So, what do you know about that? One lug nut's a different size. There it is. Well, the rubber doesn't look bad, but I mean, I've had these tires for 14 years. maybe longer. $14, $15 years. Well, alrighty then. All right. So, should I just take the whole thing off? Top and bottom is one unit. Yeah. I'm thinking so. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's just start taking it apart. All right. Since I put this together a few years back, and it did have to sit outside for 6 months, not directly in the weather. It was covered up, one of those temporary garage tarps you get from Harbor Freight. Put it in there, but things got rusty when I set it in there real bad. Anyway, got to pop this off, and we'll just let that drop and dangle. And I think we'll just take the cam bolts off up there, and we are going to have to remove the torsion bars this is. So I better release the pressure on that before I try to pop these loose, because that could hurt. That could hurt someone, namely me. All right, maybe I'll bring you guys down to the floor. To the floor. Floor in Spanish is flower. Now I know all this stuff is nice and painted, but unfortunately that's how you pop them without screwing up your dust covers. And actually that didn't hardly make a mark. Okay, now, oh boy, you know what I'm going to end up having to do? I'm going to end up having to pull the shocks, and what else? Got to get the shock out of there, got to get the stupid torsion bar out. Yeah. Crazy, yo. Let's get the shock out. Oh. All right. Back down. Down. You have to get down. Get down. Get down. Down, down, all the way down. You will stay down. No, don't go up. Stay down. Back down. Get down, down, down. fucking go. Out. Out. There you go. See? See how easy that is? Is it 15/16 or is it 1 inch? 15/16 it is. Yep. It sickens me too to have to pull this all back apart, but it's not right. It was only just shoved together. More dings and dents that I noticed that I missed. Trying to do this too quickly without any experience at all. Oh yeah, look at this. This is cracking all through here. God dang it. If I remember right, this fender had some body work done to it. That's probably what that is. It wasn't my body work. I think there was Bondo through here when I was sanding it down. Oh well. And there she goes. I don't know why. All right, well, that isn't going to come out until this wants to come out. So let's do that, because I want to weld that right underneath of here. Okay. How? She's actually coming out with my hand. Oh, and it ain't gonna go backwards without pulling that clip first. Dang it. Forgot about the clip. The clip. Don't forget to take the clip out. And don't forget to put it back in. All right. Here we go again. Yeah. You got to slide out the torsion bar. Sometimes they're a bugger. All right. So that'll come out. That'll come out. We just need to get these bolted here. What are those? These are 3/4 maybe. Let's see. Oh, you want to know what else? You got to do them from the inside because of the cams in them. So yeah, these all got to be taken out from the inside. One eccentric cam bolt comes free. But I did put some white lithium in there, at least on this part, not the part that touches the polyurethane bushings. If I remember right, these may have been a pain in the butt to get into as well. All right, so let's see if they want to play games or do they want to come free. All right. Oh, there it goes. There you are. Just come out. Just come out. Kind of heavy with this disc on here, and let's try it a different way. All right, had a low battery again. Okay, let's get this thing out of here. Alright, well there's the whole assembly assembled. I don't think I'm going to do the other side that way. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the brakes off and take it apart. Seems to be a little bit easier that way. I got to get better lube inside of there and inside the polyurethane that I got in here. A little bit better lube in there. Wait a minute, actually that's got a lot on it, but I'm gonna put more. Just wasn't feeling it. White lithium. Get some silicone grease in here. Yeah. Well, that is about it for me. I'm tired. I want to go home. Okay. We'll see ya. Okay, it's the next day. I got both of these out on the welding bench. My makeshift welding bench like that. So everything's out of here. Still nice and clean. I didn't have to beat the crap out of anything. I was told that, well, these are the strut rod bushings. I was told if you use the polyurethane that it won't crush the way it's supposed to for the length of the strut rod. But I did buy the polyurethane, but these feel really soft for polyurethane. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use them. Hopefully they will crush down and get the right depth, so to speak. All right, everything is off. Everything looks nice. So what I'm going to do now is take off the paint right along the edge here. I'm assuming this is going to go something like this, and as I weld it, I will cramp it down as it goes, and then it should end up looking something like that, I do believe. Oh, these should come down a little farther. Okay. Yep, that looks good to me. Got room for the adjuster, got room to get into there for that bolt, and whatever you might need to do over there. So let me get this set up, and you guys can watch if you like. I am not a welder. Do this at your own risk. Ouch! Hot! Hot! So, it's getting good penetration. Nice even. I think it'll work. Get started with All right, so far so good. Okay. I'm hoping that's right. Looks pretty good to me. So she's all tacked in. I'm going to get another tack up there and then just weld it in all the way. You know what, I should have got it in here too with the grinder. Nah, probably not. That'll be fine. Okay. Put you back up on your soapbox over here. Okay. Take a quick look. I must say, the more I use that welder, the better it gets. It used to, either it's me or the welder, I don't know. But it seems to weld better and better every time. That weld doesn't look so good. All right. What do you think? Should I clean it up with a disc? Maybe just take the big button welds down, or should I just paint it and call it good? Nobody's looking under there anyway. I'm not looking to go to a FEMA show. I think I'm gonna fill that in and that should be good. All right. I'm going to close your guys' eyes for a minute while I get that one set up. All right, forgot to turn the camera on. Anyway, same thing. Clear off the paint. Get a nice clean surface. This is going to go on like so. Get welded on, get welded down, and all right, get the welding. I'm trying to get an even amount of metal on each side of this plate. So this side over here kind of bends down a little sharper, so it doesn't touch the way it does. It's touching over here almost all the way to about this point right here. On this side, it's not. So now I'm just going to take this and fold it over. So it looks like it needs to come that way just a tad. Alright, so I'm going to tack it here and up here and over here. Looks like I missed a bit of sanding right there. Ah, smoky. Okay. Come a little closer. I know, my welds suck, but they should hold. Looks like I've got good penetration there. Okay, right on. So let me think about what I'm going to do next, and we'll turn this pig back on. All right, lower control arm stiffeners are on and painted, and as soon as they dry up, they'll be ready to go back on the car as soon as I lubricate the upper control arm bushings and the lower control arm bushings a little bit more than I did when I assembled it. So yeah, there's that. Okay, I'm gonna call this a video, just because I don't want to make it too long, and maybe I'll make another video of putting it all back together if you guys are interested in that. If not, well, tough luck. I'm gonna do it anyway. All right. See anything in here that you like besides my beautiful car? My cock-a-doodle car. It's a Charger. Anyway, y'all have a good night, and we'll I guess we'll get another one going, and you guys can watch that too.